Hello everyone, I am Lisbeth, and welcome back to episode 24 of my Oxygen Not Included Let's Play, the Spaced Artificial Release, where, believe it or not, it is better than things were half an hour ago. I had started recording and I just forgot to press start. Anyway, this is like the 7th time one of these guys has got themselves locked in here, and it's driving me crazy! Oh, I wish you were there to see it, because it's genuinely pretty funny, but it's driving me nuts. So what are we up to today? I'm trying to stabilize their oxygen on this planet, which is going pretty well. We're going to enable auto bottle and disable that. Excuse me. What have you eaten? Who knows? And someone's stressed out. Okay, just let me make sure they're not going to lock themselves in again. Alright. Attempt number 8. I'm going to get this wall in, and then I'm going to go away and sort of let things stabilize a little bit. So please tell me someone's coming to do it. Travoldo is. Someone's taking oxygen up here. Look how much oxygen is just sitting there. Wait, how much oxygen is in here? That's a lot of oxygen. And we're also going to deliver suits, I suppose. But someone's going to come and do this, right? Right now? Oh, let's speed them up so they can get it done a bit quicker. Anyway, overall, we are actually doing a lot better. So we've been having trouble with that. That's exactly what's happening. Alright, May, you ready? Are you ready, May? Get down here. Marie? Thank you. Okay, we're good. Problem solved. No need to worry. Over here's going really well also. Things have cooled down heaps in here, believe it or not. Look at that, it's 20 degrees. Even up here, that's 85, that's 300. I know the ladders are like 800, but in here, all of this was like 900 or so, so this is going really, really well. So yeah, I'm pleased with that. Everyone's bored on this planet, by the way. And what might actually be a really good idea is to pump our excess oxygen over to the other planet. That might actually be a really good idea. I didn't think about that. But yeah, I'm gonna let them all sort of stabilize, especially over here on Tundrazon. At the moment we're gonna be, yeah, pumping water like that, but I've got another idea which might work, but I'm not 100% sure. But we don't need it to be warmed up to do it, so I'm just gonna, yeah, let them get stabilized and then we'll be right back. Alright, as you can see, things are going a lot better. I probably didn't show you this before. Yeah, things are going way better. Also, if you missed it last episode, I have downloaded the improved gas overlay mod. I forgot to put it in the description, but it's one of my favorite mods. It basically gives you an improved gas overlay. Look at this, you can see what gases we have, and look how much hydrogen is in there. Look how pink it is. Let's have a quick look at our other planets, I guess, with the same overlay. So the lighter the colour, the less gas there is. See, there's only 500 grams in there, 500 there, but over here there's 173 kilograms. You know what that means? That means that we could probably, definitely, run this entire base off hydrogen, and send all of this coal over to Pastorano, which I think would be a really good idea. Alternatively, although that does mean we do have to wait a little bit. Things to think about. Do we have any dirt here? We're out of dirt. We gotta figure that out as well. Let me write that down, hang on a moment. If I don't write anything down, I'll forget about it, like, immediately. You know how it is, that ADHD life. So. Sorry to get distracted again. I love the carbon dioxide texture. There's not enough down here to show it off, but just those clouds, it really shows up in the CO2. I'm sure it's the same for all the other gases, but the CO2 really shows it off. Okay, sorry. We're back at it. We're back at it, I promise. So, this over here is running. Sorry, and it's running really, really, really well. The only issue, and I'll have to set up automation for this, and I've got to write this down as well. We're on Pastorano. That's that one there. O2 vent. Multiple chambers? Chambers. Alright. So what I'm thinking here, so slime lung. I had to Google this because I've never really had an issue with slime lung. Slime lung dies when it is in contact with pure oxygen. If it's in polluted oxygen, it'll continue living. See, if you look over here, it's coming out with, you know, 30-something thousand, nearly 40,000 germs. But if we look over here, it's down to 15,000, over here 8,000, 5,000, you know, it's exponentially reducing. So, I think the best way to go about this, and actually this area here would probably be a really good way to go about it. We'll have to wait another 61 cycles. Not even, because we can get this bit all up and running. So what I'm thinking of is a series of quote-unquote pumps using automatic, you know, like we do over here, this sort of thing. But rather than compressing the gas, well, we will compress the gas, but we will force the gas into a chamber. Once it is oxygen, wait for the slime lung to die off, and then force it out again. And if we have several chambers like that, then we can not waste any of this oxygen that comes out of the vent, so we can run it up and down through a series of chambers like this, and then out through the side. And I think that'll really work well, so let me just make a little marker here so I don't forget what we're doing. Whoop, keep them nice and slow. Just let them keep running. And I'm just going to stop these guys from going through here, just to make sure that they can't actually, you know, get in there. That'll just remind me of what I'm thinking about. As for over here, everything's fine in here. Yes, for now. That was on purpose, I promise. I meant to mop that up. I thought it would be the quickest way to go about it, given these guys have nothing to do. Yeah, you know, I think that's right. Let's let them eat. Let them eat sludge. I am quoting Marie Antoinette. Oh man. I'm not a huge history nerd, but sometimes it's good to know your history. Okay, what's waiting? Automation wire, telescope wire, you know what? Really? Sounds fake, but okay. That'll do. Alright, what else is missing? Let's clean all this up. Telescope? Yeah, that's fine. Wire, airflow tile, yep. Take me to another planet, please. That's fine, we don't care. That's also fine, we don't care. We don't care. We don't care. We really do not care at all. Just making sure that nothing building-wise is in trouble. Where are we? Uh-oh. Oh no, actually, for real, where are we? Oh dear. Oh, thank goodness. I thought I broke the game for... What on earth? That's weird. That's really... That's bizarre. What? What? Oh, it took us way outside the map. That's as far up as we can go, by the way. I can't drag that up any further. I can just tell. 5. Yeah, there. That's really weird. Oh my goodness. Is that a bug? That must be mod related, because you can't zoom out that far normally. That's not the game's fault, don't you guys worry. Another 16 cycles, but we're doing good on water, so that's good to know. This here supplies enough water for the whole base. That's really, really good to know. Okay, also, unfortunately, it's been a really busy day at work, so I've kind of got to... I'm just running through this list here. I've got to, you know, record all of this in one, and be lazy and just upload that as an episode. Sorry. But we are up and running, like, oxygen-wise, so that's nice. Now, as I was saying, as I was theorizing, I'm not a huge fan, because, so, look, I'm gonna go on a very short mini rant here, regarding this community, and YouTubing in general. Francis John is great. I love him. He does really great videos, but he's also, I mean, there's Brothgar and Grind This Game. I think they're the other two, like, big Oxygen Not Included YouTubers. But there's nothing outside of that. And to be fair, they make fantastic content, but they also, Francis John in, sorry, pause there. Francis John in particular makes very samey kind of material, and that's not fair on him. Like, I know he works really hard for what he does. And the best part, he has a fantastic accent. But like, there's not a variety, and that's why I started doing this, to be honest. Wait, are you just in there catching your breath? No, you're not. Also, we need to re-enable this. And like, once I sort of got through Francis's like old stuff, I just kind of went, there's nothing new to see, you know? That's why I try to do new stuff every episode. I want there to be new stuff. Let's just clean that up, that'll look a little bit nicer. Also as well, because like the way Francis plays, it encourages that 4-tile high grid-like approach. And it's very prevalent in professional play, quote-unquote professional, because I don't think you can play this game professionally. It seems a bit ridiculous. Oh, one moment, I just got a notification about a bushfire near me. Just a second. That's their problem. It's by the train station, that's like 20 kilometers away. And it's in suburbia, so it's not my problem. That sounds very callous, but it'll get under control very quickly. Also, that just went from like 30 to 15, didn't it? Okay, let's see what we've got to print. But where that ends up is that, you know, it becomes kind of expected that you want to min-max everything and, you know, make everything look neat and clean and sterilized is the word I'm looking for. You know, everything just... it's boring. And I don't want this, like, I don't think that's how this game is meant to be played. I mean, it's a person-to-person thing. Why did I just pause that? Because I was thinking, and my brain don't work too good when I'm trying to talk and do stuff. Let's put that there, that'll help out. Then we can just bunny hop our way down to the floor. And across. Excuse me. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. That was very rude of me. Alright, that'll get us started. And we can dig that one up. But yeah, basically, my biggest problem is that, you know, it makes the game very samey across people's playthroughs. And I've seen quite a few people have actually commented that they like how I don't stick to that grid, and I tried it. Like, I've got a few saves floating around where I've tried that grid approach and just dig everything up, and it just doesn't work for me. That being said, I might give it one more go once I finish this playthrough, the next one, and do like a big, full-on industrial thing. Now, this is... I've just complained about, you know, people trying to min-max, but this is a huge waste of time. They have to run from here, down, across, hang on, down further, down, across, up, across. We're going to open that door, and then put the water in the bottle. So instead of that, we're going to make them run down and across this way. Like so. And put a ladder right here, if we're going to be doing this way. Now, really, I should pump this out, but, that ain't happening, Chief. Let's do that. Now, if I if I let them rummaging this, I highly suspect it's going to drop like 10 morbs on top of us, and I want to be prepared for that. Okay, so, as I was saying earlier, and coincidentally, I was just talking about Francis John, and he's the one who brought this to my attention, because I think he's the only one who's done this, at least the only one who's done this with, you know, relative significance. Once polluted oxygen is in bottles, it off-gasses a lot more frequently than regular oxygen, right? Than polluted water sitting down here, because every single individual bottle hits a maximum capacity, as it were. I think it's like 20 kilos or something, maybe 10. But then each one individually off-gasses. Now, if you have 100 bottles of polluted water sitting right here, that's 100 bottles that are off-gassing. Compared to down here, where we've only got 17 tiles off-gassing. And even then, it's not off-gassing because the CO2 pressure is too high. So that's why I have built this useless, well, actually, it's not useless, it's pretty cool, contraption. And we're going to put an extra one of them in there, more wire, and this should be enough to sort it out. But we're going to... And it does take a little bit of work from us. I want a liquid pipe, thank you. We're going to connect those two. We're going to fill this up, and then we're going to, you know, dump it all out on the ground. And then it's just going to off-gas for eternity. Well, until it runs out of mass, but that's not my problem. That being said, we are golden on oxygen. Okay, now, we are prioritizing... Hang on just a tiny second. Where did that all come from? Oh, we don't have the oxygen. Yeah. Alright. Where is it? Hydrogen generator. Now, are we researching anything? Yes, we are. Okay, we need the supercomputer. What planet's that on? This one. We have no water. Yikes. Let's put it back on Flippel. That can stay at a priority of 1. And... could put it right here. Yeah, we want airflow tiles, right? And they'll get that done pronto because they have literally nothing else to do. I would fit in perfectly with these guys because I never have anything to do. That's why I'm doing this. Alright. Enough jokes aside. This is just about operating. 16 cycles. So we actually probably want to make sure that we're making a little bit of steel. We have some... yes, we have some steel. And remember, we need 200, 400 kilos to make this. Yeah, 400 kilos. So I want this 400 kilos is going to go over to the other planet. We're going to chuck it through here. What's overheated? I'm fine with that. Deconstruct. Get rid of it. Get rid of it, I don't care. This is off-gassing, so we're getting a little bit toasty now that this water's heating up. In fact, don't deconstruct that. I should have vacuumed this out, but we're gonna have to wait for the next cycle, because I knew we were running out of, time. Okay, but in all seriousness, we need to think about temporary plastic. Maybe, perhaps, a little bit. I can now seal this up, I think. Airflow tile. Now keep in mind, I'm actually going to have to prime this system. Because... that's a you problem, game. I don't care. I'm going to have to prime this system because I need to fill this up with oil first. So what I might do is actually cut one off. Let's cut this one here off. Produce enough oil to submerge these guys, at least up to here. And then we can worry about everything else. And with 5... 3, 4, 5, yep. With 5 oil wells, especially these 3, I'll make these 2 a bit more sensitive. So what I might do, we'll run them around, take them down here and give them a liquid lock to access this through. But these 3 can be a little bit less sensitive, as it were, as long as there's oil up to this tile. Yeah? This one doesn't matter that it doesn't have a little cap up the top, because we're gonna put the pump up here. Right? Even if we put it up here, that might work out. In fact, just for planning's sake... this is probably pretty boring if you're not interested in, you know, how to decide what to do in this game. And we're going to get a pump. If we put the pump up top here like this, that will, you know, pump oil out of here. I don't even have to do any automation on it. It'll just pump excess oil. Wow. It'll pump excess oil out of this chamber, this run, I don't know what you want to call it, as long as it has power and somewhere to put the oil. So that's pretty good. And we're getting excess oxygen. That's really... oh, look how beautiful that is. Oh yeah. Now the other thing, a short little project we can work on, and we might be able to do some thinking about automation, is storage for this natural gas. Why is there CO2 in there? That was vacuumed out at one point. Where did that CO2 come from? Look, I don't know, but who cares? It's not causing any issues. They can do that in their own time, but as for over here... okay, so what I'm thinking... sorry to suddenly, very, very abruptly, change direction, focus, whatever. I want to use this area to store with, you know, like a bunch of gas reservoirs. A bunch of this natural gas. So we can fit like 6 or 8, whatever, gas reservoirs in there. And then have a automation. Although I suppose that doesn't really matter. Like, we're producing more natural gas than we need. That being said, if we have like an automation that turns off the input or whatever once it's full, and then we can divert all of the excess natural gas to power. It's food for thought. Okay, but we're gonna do it. Because I love making pointless contraptions, and one day I'll make something really pointless and really fun. But today is not that day. So, gas reservoirs and inputting natural gas. You know what? Let's go to a creative testing world. Alright, here we are. I say alright a lot, don't I? Look, no joke. If any of you clip together every single alright I say, I'll give you $50. Okay, so where are we going? Right here looks like a really nice place. Let's turn sandbox mode on. Clear out, or a little bit of space, like, yeah, that much is good. That would be an interesting study to do. Checking out the ratios of... Sorry, I just joined Twitter, like, 2 months ago. Don't get into Twitter, guys. It's a bad idea. Okay, fill with... vacuum. Nice. Wait, fill. Vacuum, thank you. Okay. Oh, man. Okay. And... vacuum. Alright, we good. So... what do we need? How do we figure out how this thing works? So, we're going to have natural gas input. So, we're going to... you know... wait, not... yeah, sure, we'll do some airflow tiles, and then some... oh dear. And then some regular tiles, like insulated tiles is fine. And then we're going to fill with natural gas at the maximum mass I can. And heck, let's even put in more. That's fine. And then we're going to have the output, which is over here, but that doesn't matter too much. So, we're going to pump natural gas in until all of the reservoirs are filled, and then we turn it off so that we can use it elsewhere. So how much gas does a gas range use? Oh dear, that's really, really bad. Hang on a second, let me just switch screens. Whoop. There it is. Here. Gas range is served by the cooking errand, fine, and utilizes cuisine attribute. A higher attribute level will reduce the time and overall energy, and therefore natural gas required to complete a production cycle. So, rather than it being fixed to each food thing you want to make, it is associated with the duplicant skill, so the amount of time that the gas range is running. In the real world, like, that makes a lot of sense, but as far as the game goes, that's kind of weird. Like, when you're playing, sorry, from my perspective, when you're playing this game, and I'm gonna go back to the actual game, and let them run amok, as we're, oh no, we're thinking. So as we are going about doing our thing and whoops, like playing the game, we don't really think about the fact that things take a certain amount of time, and the fact that the gas range is, or its use of natural gas is determined by the duplicant speed is kind of weird, mostly because like, you don't use more iron ore to produce more iron if or, you know, you don't use more... I suppose you use more power, but, you know, you don't use more of the input ingredients if it takes longer to operate. Like, if the duplicant takes longer to operate a metal refinery, it doesn't take more coolant. That's probably a good analogy there. So, how is this going to work? Probably the best way to go about it is daisy chaining the reservoirs. So let's do that. Get this set up. Out to in. Out to in. Out to in. Out to in. And then out. High pressure gas vent. Done. Nice. Then we get to go input. So this is how I, at least, try to arrange things. I go with what seems like it's going to work, and then I go with... and then I make adjustments from there. So, basically, we want to pump natural gas into the tanks, and then we want to turn off the pump once the tanks are full. And 6 tanks hold, like, what, 150 kilos each? So that's 3, 6, 900 kilograms? Yes. 153. That's 3, 6, 9. Yeah, 900 kilograms for this. But that doesn't really matter. So let's have a quick look at this on the automation. Nope. Alright. Sends a green signal. This works the same as liquid reservoirs. Sends a green signal when reservoir is less than low reservoir full. And that is until it reaches the high threshold. And then it sends a red signal when the reservoir is high threshold until the low threshold is reached. So we need a NOT gate in here, now that I've read that. Whoops. So let's put a NOT gate in there. Like right there. So the nice thing about this is that, because it's daisy chained together, all the gas will continue running until it reaches the very end here. So we only need to account for this reservoir's capacity, if that makes sense. Just thought of it whilst I was here. We also want to keep an eye out, just so that we're aware of how much gas we're using. We should probably put an alarm for when this, or at least something that's going to tell us that something's wrong, if that is empty. So I don't want it to be the very last tank, because if that's empty, we're in a bit of trouble. So perhaps the second last tank would be a good idea. Oops. So let's go to automation here, and we have this thing called an automated notifier. So let's plonk one right there and have a quick look at it. So here it is. It's a little speaker like you find in older schools. Not that my school's ever had this type of speaker, but that's like 2 speakers in one. Can I point that out? Am I allowed to do that? You've got the old, like, foghorn speakers, and then the newer mesh-covered grills. Alright, sorry, got distracted. Let's have a quick look. Automation. Green signal, push notification, red signal, nothing. So here, we get a green signal when it's less than low threshold. So I do not need a NOT gate, if I'm reading that correctly. So this will put out a notification. I have the hiccups, I'm very, very sorry. I get them a lot, it feels like. At least when I'm recording. Maybe it's like the only way my anxiety manifests. So, we get a notification when this has a green signal. This will give a green signal when it's less than a certain threshold. So there we go. We get to do something like that. That's getting a green threshold. That's gone boop. We will actually pause it when this happens, and we're just going to go bloop, or we can go boing boing, or ah! Nat gas low. Whoops. I did not mean to screenshot that. I'm sure you all heard the little click. In that case, then we get to go with... we want to turn this pump off. Ooh. Yeah, that'll work actually. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking about. Sorry, I just had to nut it out a little for a second, and don't take that the wrong way, guys. I'm trusting you here. If we have two separate gas chambers, with two separate pumps... Oh, sorry. It's all going to be one chamber when it's actually in the thing, but I kind of need to, you know... you know what? No, I don't. Let's get rid of all of that, that, and then we can put something like that. No, I want that to look neat. I know I was just complaining about neatness and yada yada yada, but I still want things to look kind of nice, you know. Alright, fill that with natural gas. Okay, very nice. So that one goes in, and then once this is full, it turns off this pump, although I don't even need automation for that, to be honest. But then we can run that to a generator, because once this is full, this pipe will back up, and you know the drill. Okay, so, done a teeny weeny bit of thinking, because I just paused then. I thought, what I might want to do, rather than, using two separate pumps, because, like, this is kind of a pointless contraption, if I'm being honest with you all. But I'm more interested in proof of concept, you know? The best way, I think, to go about it is to probably put like a little gate, you know, like don't let natural gas this way unless all of the tanks are full. And that would actually simplify, then we wouldn't need the notification, if that makes sense, because if it's below a certain threshold, sorry, if it's full, then it will allow gas to leave. Yeah? Can I just... Oh, no I can't. And I did do that, didn't I? So here's the dealio. Let's... Oh, I have the hiccups. Okay, so we want excess gas to come out... that... Good lord. Yeah, we want excess gas, once this is full, to come out this way, and this is going to be like infinite storage, so then we can use the natural gas for power. Yeah? So, what if we put a, where is it, ventilation? A gas shutoff, which requires 10 watts, but that's fine. No, I won't make it overly complicated. So we want a gas shutoff, and this is going to, for the most part, you know, be turned off, right? So gas is going to come in here, split. We're going to store gas up in here. This is going to be turned off until, sorry, no, wait. It's going to be turned on once this second to last gas reservoir is being emptied. You know, it's less than like, I don't know, 90%. And then it's going to turn back on once this has some gas in it. Yeah? Actually, no. Let's leave a tiny buffer. We're going to turn it back on once this is full. Yeah, is full. And then once it's gone through here, through to the natural gas generators, we'll loop it back around and dump it back in the start. But for now, let's just get this little bit of automation working. So, we want this gas shut off, which... automation, please. Green signal allows gas flow, red signal prevents. And this one, red signal when it's at the high threshold until it's low again. So it sends a green when it's reached the low threshold. Let's start off with the basics. Okay, no, basics. Let's go through this step by step. So, we've connected these two, but that's kind of around the wrong way. Hang on, power, conductive wire. Is there a... There's one of these right here. Man. Alright, let's fix that up real whoops. Destroy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I caught a fish alive. Sorry. You know what folklore's like. You can't stop yourself. Alright. Whoop, sorry this is taking so long. And there's no tile there. That there. And that one there. That works, and that works. Okay, so once this one has... Let's let it fill up. Alright, so... Oh, they ran out of gas, never mind. I was like, why have they stopped? Let's fill this up real quick. Okay, so I'll be back once these are all filled up. Sounds good to me. Alright, so I've been doing some more thinking. I don't think I need 2 pumps because all the automation's of this, but let's have a quick squiz here now because we're full on this. This is red, so this is turned off. I've simplified it, by the way, down to 3 things. So step by step, we pump natural gas into the tanks. After that, any excess natural gas needs to go elsewhere. So how do we manage that? Well, if we fill the tanks up, then we can divert excess off there into, you know, the rest of the world. So let's just tidy that up real quick. Now this is going out here. This is the X. You know what? That's not where that's supposed to go. Let's get rid of all of that. That doesn't matter either. Okay. Gas comes in. Once this is... We can use this middle tank as the, you know, buffer. Just in case we really, really run out. Then we run the, you know, buffer outlet off this, so we can probably continue running it in the daisy chain this way, right? Just go that way, and then put the shut-off in there, right? And then we want power for it, of course, because it is hungry. Not that hungry, but I can relate. And then this here. Now... Green signal allows gas flow, red signal prevents. So we want to allow gas flow once this one is full, and prevent it... Sorry, yeah, and prevent it once it's empty. Yeah? That'll allow us a little bit of wriggle room with the input, so we're not wasting too much gas just sitting around and letting that geyser do nothing. A lazy thing. Okay, this will send a green signal when it's less. Hang on. Sends a green signal. Oh no, it does need to be inverted. Never mind. I was about to say, hang on, is this one of those rare cases where you don't have to invert the power, the automation? But I think we do. So the output sends a green signal when it's less than low threshold, but the valve needs it to be green when it's running. So if it's green when there's less than a certain amount, it'll just run it out till it's empty, because it will never trip up and say, oh goodness, maybe we shouldn't be doing this. I just say that, and then I'm like, maybe I shouldn't be doing this. So we want that one there, and a NOT gate. And the beauty of this is that once, it'll allow me to keep an eye on what we're working on. So, if, ooh, one moment, let me think. Automation. If we, where is it? The filter. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, this is exactly what I wanted. So I thought the idea might be, let's, how do I put this? We want to let excess gas out, but we also want to be able to store gas as it's coming in, right? So what I want to do about that is make sure we have enough gas reservoirs to be prepared for when we inevitably fill them all up, and then suddenly we've got excess natural gas. So I think the best way to go about that is to grab a snippet of automation wire, drop it down here, give us an automated notifier right there, and this sends a, one moment, it sends, sorry, green signal gives it a thing, and then it sends a green signal when it's less than low reservoir. Okay, that works out. Wait, we're trying to test whether we have too much, or yeah, whether we have too much, and that's the end one. Never mind, forget that. So we actually do. Never mind, it's not one of those cases. I'm as disappointed as you. If any of you know a case where, like, not using a NOT gate in these sorts of ways applies, I'd love to hear it. So, once this one is full, where is it? There we go. Yep, we know that one green turns on, red turns off. This one here is green until it's less than low threshold, until high threshold is red again, and it sends a red signal, so we do need a NOT gate for this. So, if you know a recipe, not destroy, I need to clip, and back to automation, just to make sure I got that right, hey? There we go. That needs power. Oop. Ah! Alright, that can stay. Alright, that has power, and then we're gonna go ventilation. Now in theory, this should actually work, so let's go for a little, fill with vacuum. Alright, off you'll go. This is gonna fill this room up with natural gas. And then, wait, I just need to make sure how this is going to work. So once this sends a red signal when reservoir is high threshold full. Is it not full? Oh no, it 145.6. Alright, sorry about that. Where'd it go? There it is. So, we're going to use this as a notification for when it's full. Therefore, we want to send a green notification when it is at the high threshold. So we do need the NOT gate. Yeah, that should work. Alright, let's see how this pans out. I am actually pretty confident this actually does work, but we better make sure. It'll take a while though. Do I just swing it? The curse of playing this game. There's so much to think about. But hey, that's a lot of natural gas. So I think this will work out. Let's quickly jump over to the automation tab. Because, you know, YOLO? Is that still a thing? Let's just save that. Directly. Thank you, Green Shot. Fantastic open source software. Alright, let's jump back over to the other save. And then we get to actually do something rather than me making my brain hurt. The future home. Alright. Someone's standing in the radioactive radiation thing. Okay. We are back at home. So back to the gas, I guess, because that's what we were just talking about. Alright. This is going well. We're good on oxygen, aren't we? Oh, that looks so much better. But this is going well, which is good to see. Let's get that done first, and then we will see about some other things. Also, please do the hydrogen generator whilst you're at it. Now, I can probably, calculate how much hydrogen I need to power all of the space, but actually I really should do that. So all we're going to have long term, and let's have a bit of a count around here whilst they're, you know, operating. We're going to need two auto sweepers, which is what, 120 watts each? Yep, so 120. Let me write that. So that's what, 240. And then we're going to have another 120 for the loader, which is 200, that's 440. Then we get what runs regularly, 2 gas pumps, that's another 240. So that's 480. Sorry, 80. No, 680. Oh my goodness, I can't count. Telescope's going to go long term. These are going to go long term. This? No, it won't. How much does it need? Although it's not going to be running all the time, so it's 1.2. Put that in brackets. There's what, another 2 pumps. That's 120, 240. 6, that's 8. 920 kilowatt. Whoa, really? That's pretty good. We also haven't counted these. 120 times 4. That's 480. So 920 plus 480. Was that the end result? Yeah. So 20 plus 8 is 100, so that's 1400 kilowatts. So really we need to be running 3 hydrogen generators. Let's put another one here, and another one here, and then we can run these across. Come on, that's a bit cheap. Really? I just want to lay it out. Please let me in. Alright. We don't have enough for the hydrogen generators. But just this one ought to work out. Now let's try some automation. because we do have to connect this to the same channel. Or the same, you know, automation. They're side by side. There used to be a mod that would only affect like specific things. I'm trying to think what it was. Oh yeah, if you were on a specific overlay, it would only affect those things, no matter what other mod you were using. There's a few other things, but I've also been thinking at work about yikes. About mods. Oh, I can't press the right button today. Wait, you're out? No, you're not. You lied to me. Alright, that's better. Wait. I stuffed that one up. Alright, try that instead. So, they can build that in their own time. How full is that? Plumbing. Alright, that's going good. Alright, what else do we need to do? Autophosphorite, that we can't do that quite yet. Whoops. We've got the pip farm on Tundrazon done. We've got metals on Tundrazon done. Heating will be covered by metals and glass. Power's covered. Bathrooms done, more or less, because all the infrastructure's there, we're just not using it. I really should be using it, so let's see how cold that liquid is. -12. Well, no, that seems pretty silly. And I still haven't figured out how we're getting fresh water in here. Oh, look at all this water, that's gorgeous. Okay. That's bad. There's not a lot of metal on this planet. That does look pretty cool. I really do love the art style of this game. I'm sorry, enough distractions. Metal. There's 3 there, but I don't really want to rip up that right now. Not until the bathroom's going. We pinched a bunch of iron ore. Now, what were we... oh yeah, I remember. Iron ore? No, I need plumbing. Oh, it needs 400. Oh, I can't believe you've done this. Tiny bit there, you know what, materials I believe, this is what this is for. Metal? That's the biggest close one, but there's one there, one there. All this, of course. There's that one up there, that's aluminium. We might be out of ore that's easily accessible. What a problem, that's annoying. What can you do though? So how do we fix that? We can dig these 2 up, and we can dig these 2 up, like so. That'll work out. What did I even need that for? I've honestly forgotten, like, immediately. Alright, how is Flamingo going? Yeah, I thought he was out of power. I have no idea how he got stuck up here. The only thing I can think of is that he built this door and then went, okay, I'm gonna hop up through this gap. But then, because these had supplied materials already, he was like, oh, well look, I can build that, without realizing that he was gonna get trapped. And I think, sorry to pause again, my hypothesis is that it's really hard to keep duplicants from trapping themselves, right? And the only way you could really do that is to say, well, are you locked in a room below X size? But the small problem is that they kind of, I don't know, that maybe that isn't so hard to implement, but it's still like, you know, I suppose it's a check for how big is the room, is there food and oxygen, and is, come on brain, is the door locked, kind of thing. So it really just needs to check 3 things. This is going well, by the way, we're nearly there, we're nearly full. So we'll leave that up there so I can keep an eye over here. Let's mop that up. Oh, that melted. Look how much water there is. I love it. Okay. Also, I'm really sorry if my voice is not quite right. I actually made a stand for my microphone. Look, here's a photo and everything. Well, if I remember to put it in. But I will put a photo up some point. I just made a stand for it. Just like a little bit of steel slug for the base and a nice stainless rod. Sorry, bumped the mic. And a cool little bit of brass there in the middle. Anyway, more rambling time from me, because clearly I haven't wasted enough time. I'm sure you guys just love watching completely pointless, why are you wrangled? Are there eggs in here? Oh. Let's build a little critter sensor up here just so I can keep an eye on it. If I've got the... Yes, I do. Okay, they'll get that built. How are we doing for temperature up here, by the way? I've let it run for a little while. It's still kind of coldish down here. I think it's because the steam gets down to here and, like, condenses. There's only 13 gram in there, though. And that's so little that I think it might actually be worthwhile demolishing this and then building a temp shift plate up here out of ice. But rather than doing that, that is enabled, right? Yes. We're gonna force them to... So most importantly is that we need to discourage them from taking this super duper hot stuff and put it down here, because I think it'll be fine, but there's no guarantee there, to be honest. It's possible to make a little bit of steam down here, and like for the most part everything around here has been going pretty good. Let's finish off the supercomputer so that we can actually get some power researching done. It also needs a smidgen of power. That works out. Nice. That's not too ugly, to be honest. I've seen worse. I love this little sub circuit. Alright, Pastorano. Unreachable food. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It hasn't been that long. Come on. It hasn't been 10 cycles, has it? So maybe? Let's make mush bars. What have I even got? Oh, a bunch of sleep. It's these things. They're too hot. Yeah. So let's turn that off, actually. And let them eat frost buns. Until we're sorted. Alright. Last other thing. Let's have a quick squiz in here. So... we do need to use this rocket. I'd like to use the larger one in order to colonize new places long term. That does mean we're going to need a better engine too. Also, how are we doing with liquids? Oh, you can't reach that. That's fine. We can shave this off here as well, because that'll give us a few extra tiles along the way. What a weird synchronized animation there that was. So let's get a few of these things in order, I guess. Let's just start with 3. We're gonna end up having to probably dig all of this up, so... 1, 2, 3, there, 3 there. Whoops. There we go. How long did that take? I'm like, yeah, I'll be shifty and, you know, make it quicker. I can't draw in a straight line. Says me, who can draw things relatively good when I'm actually drawing things. Straight lines don't matter if you're drawing. Okay, that's input, output, squiggles its way through. Then we want to send a... So for the most part it goes on to the other planet, right? So let's just quickly run it down here, like so. And after that, ventilation, we can take a gas bridge. So once it gets to here, so we need to send this bit. It's going to be kind of ugly, but I think we can skim it along the ground here and then run it up like that. And then the output's going to come down. Otherwise we can just shove it here and go vertically. Whatever works, it doesn't matter. So gas comes in, comes up, through, and then out here. If this fills up, then we want to send excess out. At that point, I think... Do we just run it on from the end? That's probably the easiest way to go about it. I was gonna, you know, use a gas valve or something along those lines, you know. Or, but like... Doesn't matter. No, actually, I do think I'll need the automation. So let's... Because once this is full, if it starts using gas, or... because my idea is that you run the gas through. Once this is full, there's an outlet on the side that kicks gas off to the side. But if we do that with the last one once it's full, that'll sort of solve everything, right? So we get a gas valve, like this. I don't care if it's in the wrong spot, this is just a proof of concept. Like so. Wait a minute. I clicked the wrong thing. Those are two very frustratingly similar items. So back to ventilation. We want the gas shut off. Like that. And then of course the pipes. In, out, in, out, in, out. This is the out. Wait. Do I then... that's a yikes. What an odd amount of iron. Sorry, distraction. Oh, I've lost it entirely. Yeah. Do we then just say... No, I do think the, that makes a difference. So we're gonna go automation, wire, that way, and then a... where is it? Sorry to yank you about left and right. This is ventilation. Shut off. And then it goes that way. Now, will that, I wonder... Actually, let's cancel that. We're going to put it one across, and I'll show you why. If we move it... off again, it'll take longer to fill up. That's the whole crux of it. On the other hand, if this is shut off, gas will back up to here and then keep flowing. I was considering use a gas bridge, but that just, my brain was like, no, that doesn't work. And I think mechanically that doesn't work. And then we just go the automation from this, and then I believe we need a NOT gate. Something like that. And that should be it. So that's our natural gas storage. I do need to arrange a gas pipe. And as you can see, the gas pipes aren't particularly coordinated. Have I really no food? Oh no, that's right, we're cooking frost buns. As for over here, everything's going well. This is slowly but surely. Oh no, 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 that's flashing to steam. Let's let them go about it. And in fact, because I'm not afraid of skill scrubbing. Oh, I know the other good Oxygen Not Included player. It's Radamant. They're Australian, right? Sorry. I found them ages ago. It's a long story. You make good contact, man. Okay, so sorry. I just went off on a tangent. My brain has refused to work. Now I really do have the hiccups. Sorry, I just need to change my audio back over. Alright. Where were we? Well, we were on this planet, so I must have been thinking about something. This, perhaps? Interesting that it's getting so toastly when it just abruptly cooled. But I should be able to just squeeze a duplicant in for now. So let's keep an eye on this until the end of the episode, because I'm absolutely running out of time. At least for tonight. This may be a little bit of a shorter episode, but I am personally running out of time. Let's make him do that first, and hopefully that'll help out. And I really hope not a lot of this melts. Come on, guys. Can I open that? Well, I could, but we're actually just gonna run this, and hopefully the cold will allow this to work. Now, the polluted ice is defrosting, but that is not my problem. Is that a lot of... That's a lot of pressure. Steam creates a lot of pressure. This should help clear, cool it down rapidly. Well, let's have a quick check whilst there. See, look at those little bits of blue. Who's scolding? Excuse me? Took them a while to get out of there? Amazing. Who's not allowed to eat? Oh no, they're fine. These are actually helping, I think. I hope. This all might melt a little bit, but we're doing okay. Which means I'll have to add more ladders and etc. But this this igneous rock will not melt, neither will the granite. Nice, that's cooled. Hopefully rapidly. How are they scalding over here? The water's not too hot. The gas is not too hot. It must just be a delayed thing. Alright. 200, 300. That's really good news. So we'll just keep building temp shift plates, I guess. We can dump warm water in here. I mean, I should be taking a little bit better care, but honestly it's on me in the first place for letting that fill up with steam. I don't even remember how I did that in the first place. It was originally... There was that little bit of lead there, I guess? Oh, and there was the water lock, of course, the liquid lock. Alright, they're just about done here, though. Get out of there, Marie. Also, how is research going? Oh, really well. Look at that. It's cruising along. We do need to enable the power again. But as for over here, these are about to go. Now this stuff over here is still 700 something degrees. But I reckon that'll help out as well. There's a fair bit of water, but we can definitely suck that up. Alright, how are we doing for time? Fine, I guess. How much of this do we have? 102, so we're doing okay. Anything else short and easy that I can do? Probably dig this stuff out here. And we go 2 across there and 1 down there. Let's go for that. And then destroy one. Not that one. Let's go from there for now. We can do that one as well. And I suppose every second one? Yeah, that'll work. Alright, that's them doing something. This is working out really well. Let's check on Tundra's on. What did I leave them working on? This is full. We're gonna deconstruct this immediately and see if this works. And if it, well, regardless of whether it does or not, I've 100% run out of time because it is currently 10 in the evening. Now, I understand if a lot of you are going to laugh. They can't reach that, of course. Let's see if that helps out. Yes, okay, so this is about to drop. Any second now. Okay. It's off gassing. So let's do that a few times. That really slaps. I'm actually going to print it on this planetoid. Mostly because it's really hard to get refined metal here. So just that, 400 kilos extra for that automation wires and whatnot will do us wonders. There we go. Now all we need to do is base, reservoir like that. Alright, I'm glad that works since off gassing, and I think this is enough to make it work properly. So it's not all polluted. Does seem that way. That might actually help out a little bit. Alright, that is beautiful. It's cycle 331. We're on 3.5 asteroids, I guess. But I've run out of time. So, there's number 2. We were just on number 3. Colony lacks hard digging. I beg your pardon. Pastorano? Harold. Harold can dig. Oh, it was a bug because I was... Wait, let's try that out. Skills? On Tundrazon. You've got super duper hard digging too. What sort of bug is that? That was bizarre. These are understandably out of power. Resources. Alright. So to keep, going off on a tangent there, but I've actually run out of time. There was a fair bit more I wanted to get done, but if I, managed my time a bit better. That being said, I'm particularly busy right now. I've got a lot of things going on. Nothing bad, don't worry. I'm just busy. So anyway, thanks everyone for being here. I hope you've had a wonderful time. If you've made it all the way to the end, and sorry, I just dropped a controller, and you're interested in long long, no, factory building type games, you might know that I've started playing Dyson Sphere program, or Dyson Sphere program. I don't know entirely, but oh, you gotta dig that up, that's fair enough. But yeah, I've been playing that, so go check it out, I guess. It's on my channel. There's a whole playlist. I'm up to episode 5 now, I think. And that's pretty fun. I'll just be fumbling around and trying to make rockets and stuff. And my only time limitation will be my own stupidity. So it should be a lot more entertaining if you're into that sort of thing. But for now, I've absolutely run out of time. Man, if I talk too quick, it just does not come out well. Another distraction. Look how much sulfur we have! It sits at 760, 770 kilos. Ah, it's beautiful. Look how vibrant that is. Let's have a quick... Oh, what a yellow. I'll have to make like a rainbow of liquids. It'll be pretty... Oh, like a rainbow of items. Anyway, I've run out of time. Sorry to keep getting distracted. I hope you have a wonderful day, / evening, / morning, whatever you're doing right now. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye!